And we are live. Hey everybody, just want to do a live stream. If you're catching this later, welcome. You can leave any questions, comments, whatever in the comments below, as always. But I want to do a live stream as voted on by our patrons. New thing that we're doing on the channel, right? That's pretty neat. And matter of fact, I want to take a look at that. Make sure that I actually got the vote correct. And I wonder if there's a way to like send out things of that nature, like I suppose you could send out messages to patrons on the page or something of that nature. But anyway, so it's May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day. I'm not even sure when that really took off. I know that's been a pun for a little bit, but it really seems to taken off just recently, maybe because Disney grabbed onto it or something of that nature. I'm not really sure, but for Star Wars fans, we've been celebrating May for a long time, obviously, because Star Wars A New Hope was released on May 25th in 1977. So May's always kind of been that Star Wars month that we have enjoyed. So I didn't have anything. I was looking to see if we were going to do gaming or whatever. Like I put up a poll on Patreon on whether or not we should have a chat or whether we should have gaming or whether we should even do this. And someone out there was like, nah, but we're doing this. We're doing a live stream and we could talk Star Wars. Obviously, Bad Batch came out today, so we have that going on. Let's see. May the 4th be with you. How was your Star Wars day? Well, I was working, so it was hot. It was really hot today. It was hot. It was sunny. It was dirty. That's what my thing was doing. What to do today besides watching the movies and the video game? So, well, there's Bad Batch, right? Came out, so that's a good one. I don't know if that like counts, but also there's the comics. There's the High Republic novels that are out that you could check out, right? That you can read into. I picked up one run of the High Republic comic books, and I only got about I think I only got 3. I'm up to 3. I didn't really pick up 4 and I think like 5 or 6 is out now, but I haven't continued on. It was interesting, but seems like such a side quest from where the novels were going that I didn't pick up like the books. So I've kind of left the comic books as is. The first 3 were interesting enough, but just didn't really capture me to make that effort to keep up with them and things of that nature. So but what else is everybody doing for Star Wars Day? How have you guys been celebrating? I was going to go down to Scum and Villainy Cantina, but that's just a lot of work. It's expensive, man. And it's been a long day at work, so I took a pass on it. What else? Have people watch Bad Batch? What are you guys doing for Star Wars Days? Are you watching the movies? Are you playing the video games? And if so, which ones? Do you have all the Star Wars comics and with Jedi as well? I don't have all of them. I don't even have that many. But I did read a lot of them, but I read a lot of them like online. And then I read a lot of them through another collection that I just don't have anymore, where you're talking the old ones, which is all Legends now, but it covered the Old Republic, basically the 300 years before. Was it about 300? I think it was like 300. I'm not sure the timeline that happened before Knights of the Old Republic with Ulick Quell Drama and all the Nomi Sunrider, all them, all that Old Republic stuff. I did read through those comics, but that was years ago. I don't actually have. I think the only Star Wars comics I now own that I have in my possession are the 3 High Republic comics that I picked up when they first started coming out. So those are the only 3 Star Wars comics that I actually own currently, but I have read a few over the years. Some of them digital, some of them paperback, some of them some of them borrowed. But I have stayed up on it. But do you have like a favorite, or how's your thing, man? Let me know. Let me know. With Jedi, I try to pick up everything Jedi. Like Jedi is my jam, right? So it's not even Star Wars. It's always like more Jedi focused. So yeah, like the Jedi books and all that stuff is something I definitely try to grab onto. Hey, how goes? Tony D, what's up, man? Hey goes. Glad you're live streaming again. Yeah, as per the poll on Patreon, I know you're one of the supporters there, but yeah, and that poll said, let's just chat, let's just hang out, that's where the majority was like, let's just chat, hang out for Star Wars Day, and I wanted to do that. Has anybody checked out? What are you guys doing for Star Wars, man? What are you guys digging into? What are you having fun with? I just finished the first episode of Bad Batch, which I enjoyed. It was definitely interesting. I'm really curious to see where it goes. Like I was curious, like the whole episode, like where are they going with this? The beginning had me crying. No spoilers for those who haven't seen it. We'll keep it spoiler free. Keep it spoiler free in the chat. Don't make me kick you. But I definitely, like, I was tearing up in the beginning, and got me right here. But yeah, I enjoyed it. That was probably my only thing that I've really done for Star Wars Day today. Like I said, I've just been working. Mainly just I got home, grabbed some dinner, put on Bad Batch, and that's what I've been doing. Funny you said more Jedi than Star Wars. I actually found Jediism before even watching Star Wars. That's really interesting. That's cool. I've known only like 2 other people like that. But yeah, Jedi has always been, when I first, so I came into it because of Star Wars, and when I was younger, and I liked it, but it was the Jedi that really captured me in Star Wars, and so that's kind of where I went. I was introduced on the VHS tapes to date myself, and of the original trilogy, and yeah, just Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda and all of that, like, and of course lightsabers are really cool, so that really geared me towards there. But Yoda's stuff in the swamps, the training in the swamps, and then old mystical Obi-Wan Kenobi, I liked him. So yeah, that's where I was going. Today I've been playing the Old Republic. All right, some swore, huh? Yeah, all right, I like it. It's definitely a good way to spend it. I have to log in to collect my reward because I still have characters on there, and obviously we still stream. So I gotta log in and check on my get my little droid. You get a little droid. So if anybody plays the Old Republic, log in today or tomorrow. I think they do it over the weekend, or I'm not sure how long there is, but you get a little droid for logging in. A little pet companion goes there, and it's black and red to match the Bad Batch our armor design. So I've been going nuts with all the crypto craze. I'd say it jumped on Doge, but I don't want to make your stream anything other than Star Wars. I was looking at that. I was gonna jump in. I was gonna do Dogecoin just for fun when it was first announced, because I mean that's originally how it was created, was just kind of to poke fun at cryptocurrency. But yeah, it blew up. That's what happens when you get Elon Musk and Mark Cuban, uh, throwing out things like that. And yeah, its price just boom shot, man. Would have, should have, could have, man. So if you're on top of it, good for you. Don't sell high, buy low, stay on top of it. I love that game. Yeah, it's a good one. I like I like the main story myself, and I don't know, it's a little too fractured for me how it's going on right now. So But I do like that game, yeah. And I'm really excited about the remake or the remaster of Knights of the Old Republic. I'm really curious to see what they do with that. How many episodes are there in Bad Batch? There's just the one. It was just released today, and they're doing the whole Mandalorian style, right? Because they understand, they know how it goes. They know people jump on for the free trials, and they'll stream an entire series in like 1 to 2 nights, right? And then cancel their free trial and be gone. So the Bad Batch just started. I'm not sure how many episodes they're going to have. I didn't look into it, but it is. And the first episode is over an hour long. It's like an hour, 10 minutes, something like that. So I mean, it's a substantial episode. So it definitely worthwhile. I was a Trekkie first and didn't want to portray Star Trek, but I watched it and was like, "Sorry, Picard, I'm a Jedi." That's fair. That's fair. Way back in the Jedi community, I knew this guy, and he called himself Stanek the Vulcan, and he had put together Vulcanism in the same manner of Jediism. Like he had put together the fictional teachings and things of that came from the logic side of Vulcans and Star Trek, but then also like how that applies to real life and how you can live that truly, and he put together a whole website for it, and I still have it saved and preserved as a part of like a hidden part of Jedi living. So I still have that in there, and I get it though. But yeah, I love Star Trek too. I don't pick side. I'm not one of those people. I definitely believe in the quote, comparison is the thief of joy. Love what you love. And if that's loving everything, and like what you like and don't like what you don't like, right? You don't have to like everything. Like you don't have to like everything in Star Wars to be a Star Wars fan, right? There's certain things you can not like, but also, there's plenty of people who love it all. And then same with sci-fi. There's a lot of sci-fi, like Farscape, I love, Firefly, uh, you know, Star Trek, of course, Stargate, obviously, Star Wars, like throw it all. Here's one that most people probably never watched. This was a small part of my childhood, and it was when Fox was doing that Firefly stuff where they put a show in a really crappy time slot, let it go for a season, kind of change the position, then cancel it because it didn't do well in ratings. And it's like, yeah, of course not, man. You put it in a crappy time slot, and then you kept changing the time slot so people didn't know when to catch it. And this was before DVRs. I think these shows now would survive because now they record how many times is this show being recorded by DVR. So I think Firefly and this show, the show that I was leading up to and went on this rant about, Space Above and Beyond. I love that show, Space Above and Beyond. I love that show, man. Hey, Christopher, what's going on? Hello, brother, man. Hello. What's going on? How you doing? How are you celebrating May the 4th? Happy May the 4th. Happy May the 4th. Zeno, right? Zeno? Sorry I'm late. No worries. I didn't put up a time on when I was doing this. I just put up a poll to see if we were going to do this or anything of that nature. So there was no time frame. So glad you could join us. I'm glad you could be here. So did Qui-Gon train Count Dooku as a Jedi before Qui-Gon took on Obi-Wan? No, Count Dooku trained Qui-Gon Jinn as a Jedi. The apprentice before Obi-Wan is you can read more about him a little bit in well, depends on where you go, right? With Legends and what's considered canon now. So if we're going to talk about Legends, then there's the Jedi Apprentice series, mostly written by Jude Watson. The very first book was written by Dave Wolverton. And in there, Xanatos is, and I probably am not saying that right at all. How I say his name, Xanatos, is Qui-Gon Jinn's first apprentice before Obi-Wan. And so that's who that would be. Count Dooku, though, trained Qui-Gon Jinn as a Jedi. So Wow, volcanism sounds cool. And yeah, after watching Star Wars, I realized I could love both equally, but for different reasons. Absolutely, I feel they're not comparable, really. I mean, what do like a lot of people like to compare and be like, oh, which ship would win in which battle? And it's like that's not you're working on different universes that have different physics, right? Like, so yeah, you can love them each for what they offer and what they give you. Same with each movie in all the franchises, right? Star Trek has movies that some people really don't like and really love, and Star Wars is the same way. But you can like movies for different reasons, for different elements and stuff like that. Stargate rules. Now, now I want to watch it. I hear you, man. I mean, Stargate. I really like the very first movie with Stargate with Kurt Russell. I really enjoyed that one. And then of course Stargate SG-1 was pretty fun. I never stayed fully committed to that show, and I would come in and out of that show, but I did have fun with a lot of that. Stargate Atlantis, of course, and everything. Teddy, it's been a long time. Indeed, it has, Teddy. Indeed, it has. It has been a long time, sir. How you been? How you been? What are you doing for Star Wars Day? How are you celebrating? Good to see you. I watched a few movies, did some saber practice, studied some Jedi philosophy before work. How about you? Mainly I just worked. But I did throw out some stuff on our Patreon, and I did throw out some stuff on our Facebook page, and I released a video today, and that's mainly it. And then I watched, as I talked about earlier, I watched the first episode of Bad Batch, which released today. So there we go. That's what I'm thinking of. The OG movie, so damn good. I agree. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was fantastic. I really liked it. I was always hoping for like a sequel of some kind, and they never went that way. I never watched though. What I've never watched is the prequel movie that they made to it. Right? They made some prequel movie to it or something like that to Stargate, but I never watched it. Like when they first dug it up in Egypt or something like that. I never watched that part. Training to become a Jedi takes hard work. It's yes and no. That's gonna change depending on a person. The Jedi philosophy is not complex. The complexity of it comes in the doing. The complexity comes in the execution. So the real challenge with becoming a Jedi is simply staying on top of it on a daily basis, like getting your meditations done, getting in your physical expression and kind of reminding yourself of the core concepts of what it means to be a Jedi. Like that's where it can get hard, but I don't think it takes hard work. It just takes commitment. It just takes repetition. It just takes doing it every day. It's like learning an instrument, right? People will tell you learning the violin is hard, but someone who's learned it will be like, well, not really. It's more just doing it every day. And the more you learn it and the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. It's not really hard. You can do harder things, right? It's progressions. And that I think people miss that. I think people think you like, especially with terms like Jedi Knight, that you get to this level, you just go boop, and there you are. You've reached it, and it's progression. It's like playing an instrument. You're going to be pretty horrible at it when you first start, but as you practice and practice, and all of a sudden you're going to see things that were difficult in the beginning are easy for you now, but there's going to be more difficult things to go on. So is it hard work? It's just constant work. It's just constant work. So I don't know if that's hard or not. Jar Jar versus Yoda was the original plan. I mean, that's the original plan, right? Like, that's the unsubstantiated rumor for sure. And there's cool fan art about it. That's for sure. But the fans escaped it. Everybody has an opinion. For a daily Jedi study, does that mean Star Wars books, movies, etc., or does that mean any kind of study like skills, languages, or something? Uh, Depends on how or where you're at. For daily Jedi study, I would recommend Jedi philosophy as well as a skill or a language. My brain is horrible at languages. I've tried. Like I took Spanish in school for 3 years in a row and failed all 3 years. Like I am just bad. And this is someone who grew up in Southern California. I'm just bad at languages, but if that's something you do, but yeah, it should be general knowledge, but also like you should take time for like the Jedi Code or the Jedi Circle or something of that nature, right? Um, but movies, books, yeah, I count that in my old Jedi Circle. So the Jedi Circle book, that's technically it is still available. I'm gonna change that someday. I'm gonna get out a new version. I'm gonna remove that old version. It's gonna be gone. Get your collector's edition now. Right? It talks about Star Wars as a misconception for Jedi, but part of the homework is enjoy Star Wars time. Enjoy your fiction. Enjoy what makes you happy. Hi, good evening from Brazil, Rio. What's up, Brazil? What's going on? What's going on? Uh, Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. I love when we get around the world. We've had Germany, Japan, Brazil. Where else we got? We've got some other places that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. We got some good stuff there. The dialogue would have been classic Jar Jar versus Yoda in a saber fight. I mean, it would have been fun to me. A Jedi must have the deepest commitment and the most serious mind. Yeah, absolutely. It's like playing an instrument. You're going to start out horrible. You're going to start out with learning the basic notes. And then as you progress, that's going to become easier and you're going to find more challenges to go. And that's your life as a Jedi forever. Welcome to it, right? Like there's no stopping. There's no stopping. You just continually practice, get better, right? Same as anybody who plays an instrument. You just continue to work on your craft. You just continue to work on it. Try playing GTA SA every day. If that's the multiplayer one, I try to avoid those kind of games. I do like GTA, the franchise. Well, I actually haven't been in. I think the last GTA I played was GTA 5. I don't even remember though, but I made it. What's up, Joe Costa? What's up, Joe Costa? Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. Always happy to see you. Always happy to see you. Glad you could be here. Technically our first Patreon supporter. So what's up, Joe Costa? Is Luke Skywalker's father was Darth Vader, known as Anakin Skywalker? Yes. Spoiler alert. Yes, Anakin Skywalker, who becomes Darth Vader, spoiler alert, is indeed the father of Luke Skywalker. That is correct. That is correct. Good evening, Opie from Kentucky. What's up, Cara? Wait, I always go Cara, right? Because I want to say Kara, but it's Cara, if I remember right. Cara Hart. I will eventually get to. Wait till you guys see my Patreon. So I already have a couple of videos put out, but the way I'm going to do it is kind of reminiscent of Movies with Mikey. If any of you guys know that channel, the way I'm going to do the names is at the end screen. As the names go up, I'm going to try to do shout outs. And of course, my pronunciation is horrible. So that should be fun. But good evening. I'm glad you could join us. Kara. See? I always go GTA San Andreas. All right, San Andreas. Yep. Okay. Radio X. What's up from Orange County? Yo, Orange County. What's up, local? What's going on? or at least I assume. There's plenty of orange counties. What am I talking about? I'm pretty sure there's an orange county in Florida. So never mind. I'm assuming. But what's up, Orange County? Cracking. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. What did you do to celebrate Star Wars Day? If you are local Orange County, did you get up to Scum and Villainy Cantina and take part and grab one of their buttons? California. Okay, California. Yeah. Did you get up? There? Have you gone and checked out Scum and Villainy Cantina first of all? What'd you do for Star Wars Day? What's going on? Obi-Wan killed Darth Maul in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Yes and no. In the movie or when we first watched it in 1999, yes. Anybody who's watched Clone Wars, Solo, anything thereafter, so yeah. So Darth Maul does live. Spoiler alert. California, that's what I'm talking about. I forgot it was today until now. Oh, shame on you. I was at work all day, so I totally get it. Obviously, this is my work stuff, guys. Except you're missing my cowboy hat that I wear out. California cowboy. That's how I do it. Yeah, so you got to celebrate. Watch Bad Batch or something. Log into Star Wars: The Old Republic and get your thing or something. I don't even know. I don't even know if you play that, but reminder for anybody else watching now or later on the video that you can log into Star Wars: The Old Republic and get yourself a little droid pet that follows you around. I have Star Wars Battlefront 2. Which Battlefront 2? Pretty sure there's 2 Battlefront 2s. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Knight Academy. Jedi Knight Academy is a fun one. I really like that one. It definitely goes back. I think they're planning on remastering that one. And I know that EA just recently announced Star Wars Battlefront 3 is coming out. So Star Wars Battlefront 3 is coming out. I love Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order when I figure out or when I take the time to actually research how I can stream on my console, because I have it for console. I'll look into streaming some Jedi Fallen Order, and we could talk about the philosophy within that, the Jedi philosophy within that. So hopefully we can do that. Do you want to live your life in the Star Wars universe? That has a lot of addenda attached to it. That addenda. Oh man, I don't remember how to say that word. Anyways, that has a lot of stipulations attached to it. That would be a lot. Be depending on what timeline. It would be depending on who I was. Like, would I be a Jedi in the Star Wars universe? If yes, Jedi. That would really depend on when. Then that would really depend on when. But I pretty enjoy. I enjoy our universe. I love the things that we got for our universe. I really do. P.S. I celebrated May the 4th by buying a Star Wars Knights of Ren. Hey, that sounds cool. That's a good way to celebrate it. Is it like a full on like statue figure thing? Like, is it one of those? What is it, man? Let us know. That sounds super cool. Though I gotta say, Knights of Ren is the sequel's version of the original trilogy's Boba Fett. It really is. The Knights of Ren are Boba Fett. Like, just this like cool kind of mention thing that never really that kind of peters out, never really goes anywhere. I love my new droid in Star Wars: The Old Republic, but wish it helps me in fights. Yeah, for sure. But you got a companion for that. Who are you bringing along? Who's your companion? But yeah, I love the little droids. May the Force be with you from Australia. Ooh, Australia. I forgot to mention them anyway. So we got Brazil, we got Australia. I don't think Japan's here today, and I'm not sure Germany's here. So, but hey, we're getting there. Netherlands isn't here, but hey, we're getting around the world. I love that stuff. I love to see the Star Wars fans and the Jedi peoples around the world. That's awesome. That's awesome. Full on figure. Cool. 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 Uh, I wish there was a way I could see it. I don't know, but that sounds awesome, man. Like that's really cool. That's a good way to speak. Get that Star Wars merch, man. Get that Star Wars merch. I went with a different sci-fi thing just recently. I purchased the Mass Effect light what is that? The Omni Blade. The Omni Tool Omni Blade. The light up Omni Blade is what I picked. It's not Star Wars. Sorry, but I did watch. I'll just continue to mention it. I did watch The Bad Batch. That's been my only Star Wars stuff today. But after this, and after I grab a shower and wash off today's work, uh, I'm definitely probably gonna log into Star Wars: The Old Republic. I was working on a community history assignment today, and I realized if we call 1997 the year the Jedi community really took off, then next year the community will be a quarter of a century old. That is very true. That is very true. It all really depends. The problem with trying to find the place the Jedi community really started is you just have different dates and different takes on what constitutes the beginning, right? But yeah, I would feel 1997 because that's when the original trilogy was re-released into the theaters, and you had the internet becoming and home computers becoming much more commonplace at the time. At the same time, I mean, still very limited, especially in accessibility, but it like the internet was more profound in 1997, and you had the re-release of the original trilogy, and it really did blow up and blossom a lot for the community. So it wouldn't be a bad year for me. I would concur with it. Do you practice other forms of moving meditation like yoga and Tai Chi? I've been thinking about getting into yoga. I've done yoga before. I am just, I like, but again, it's like instrument, right? But I am really not flexible. Like I am bad. Like, oh, yoga instructors they probably get real tired of me real quick. But I have done it before. I have practiced Tai Chi before. I don't do either of those currently, but I both find if they're practices that someone's likes, I highly recommend them and I highly encourage them. They're great. They're great exercises. They're great habits to have. So they're definitely things that full thumbs up. If that's your physical expression, right? Like if that's what speaks to you, if that's what helps you connect with like the Jedi way or the Jedi fiction, then absolutely. I 100% support it. I tend to have my own moving meditations, which are a bit more simplistic, I would say. And then my meditations, I really don't do a lot of moving meditations. I really like to sit for my meditations. Like, oh, I really like to be still for my meditations as part of it. Even when I'm like, whether I'm doing it inside or outside, like I really like to be still and kind of, I don't know the way I call it. And we have a meditation. I think I put it up on the channel where you kind of like envision the boundaries of yourself disappearing, right? Like there's no limit. Like there's no you as a form. Like you just kind of let your form like dissipate. Like no walls, no limits, no flesh prison, right? Like, and you just kind of you merge within the rest of everything. You merge in with the universe, the force, whatever, the Zoe, whatever you want to call it, right? And you just merge into it. And for me, being still is like better for me personally. But yoga is a great not just meditation, but a great physical practice as well. And that could be, one of the tricks to being a Jedi was when you talk about the 5 practices of the Jedi, right? Things you want to kind of do daily, meditation and physical well-being being a part of them. So if you can do yoga, you just knocked out 2 of your list in one go. And hey, time consumption, right? Do the Gungans and Queen Amidala and her people live on Naboo? Yes, they do. I feel like you're just testing me, man. I feel I feel like you're just trying to pull out Star Wars trivia on me to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I ain't mad at it. You can keep the questions coming. I'm all for it. But yes, they do live on Naboo. It's a full figure. All right. Yeah, you said. And sounds cool. I want to see it. So there we go. Has anyone played The Sims 4 Journey to Batu? I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds cool. Has anybody played that? And if they have, tell me all about it, because that sounds cool. I want to be a Jedi now, except I'm not a Sims player. I've tried to play The Sims before, and it just does not work out for me. But that sounds like fun. That sounds cool. I promise that was Star Wars related. Well, I mean, Journey to Batu, right? Like, absolutely. Does a lightsaber break? Do you mean like this kind of lightsaber? Like a dueling lightsaber? Let's see if this even works. Hey, it does. Okay. Ah. Okay. All right. Enough playing around. And then do act like lightsaber. I was about to say an actual lightsaber. Do the lightsabers in Star Wars break? Yes, they can. Anakin is quite famous for doing that. And one of my favorite comics, or just like a online, someone drew a picture of teenage Anakin having to go with younglings to collect another crystal from Ilum because he broke his or lost his lightsaber once again. It's one of my favorite drawings online. You could check out. Holy crap, we've been around for a while, huh? 1/4 quarter of a century. We have been around for a while. Some may find that, uplifting. I find it a little bit depressing because I don't find it depressing because I've been around since then. Like, that doesn't depress me at all. Because, growth, age, it's all numbers anyways. Like, time moves on. There's nothing you can do about that. But the fact that, like, the growth of the community, not very impressive for 25 years, in my humble opinion. What's your favorite lightsaber color? Okay, so it depends how we're talking. I know technically Jedi The Fallen Order has introduced a lot of canon lightsaber colors. Before that, we really had blue or green or red. And in that context, canon speaking wise, in that context, green, definitely my favorite. But I really like, because if you know me, you know that contrast is my thing. I love contrast. So my favorite lightsaber color, if we're just talking all colors, is actually hot pink, because contrast. I think it looks cool. So but green is probably right up there. Yellow was my very first when I got a dueling saber. Yellow was my favorite, and yellow was my favorite because of Star Wars Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, the video game. And in there is a character called Yoon, and he's this young dark Jedi, right? That's what they're called in the game. He's this young dark Jedi, and he has a yellow lightsaber, and it looked really cool in the game. So yellow was really my favorite for a very long time because of that. Also harken backs to 1997. And that was it was just like really my favorite color, lightsaber color for a long time was the yellow. And there's a moment in there, spoiler alert for a 25-year-old game. There's a moment where if you, depending on your choices, because you could kind of go light side or dark side in that game, kind of, you could make that choice. If you went light side, Yoon would feel like you're about to be executed dishonorably, and as a Jedi you should be allowed to fight and have honor and die honorably. And of course the other dark Jedi are like, haha, who cares, and go to kill you. because you play Kyle Katarn, and Yoon blocks the blade and ends up dying himself. Again, spoiler alert for an old game. And you finish the game with his lightsaber, with that yellow lightsaber. And so like that really stuck with me. And so yellow as a lightsaber color has been my thing for, is probably my first and always like. And then green, if we're talking just the original three colors that we saw in Star Wars, the original trilogy, green would be my favorite, but then yellow in 1997 or 97, I think it was 97, might have been 98, but for sure yellow after that. And then now I really like the contrast of hot pink that is available. So there you go, bam, there's it. You'll never get a straight answer out of me. Do the Jedi, I'm going to guess this is meditate for a period of time? And yes, yes, they do. How long? And, you should try to meditate every day. And you should try to at least get in 1 20-minute session every day if you can. It's a lot to ask for in today's capitalistic society. It's a lot to ask for, but they do meditate. Meditation is important, but you can also break it up. If you can get different meditations, and as we talked about earlier, if you can get that with yoga or Tai Chi, where you're kind of merging your meditations in, and that includes other moving meditations or exercises as well, depending on what you can do and depending on what you do, you can bring in meditation to a lot of those. So like if you're going jogging and stuff like that, don't think you can't do that. I'm gonna jump down real quick and then I'm gonna jump back up to stay engaged with chat here. May the force be with you guys. Beatrice, may the force be with you as well. What did you do to celebrate Star Wars Day? We're going through the list. Everybody's kind of sharing what they did. Hey, that green is my favorite color too. This saber actually is one of the multicolored sabers, where so you can change what color the blade is if you want. But yeah, I like green, so green's a good one. So it's currently set on green right now. So absolutely. It's a good color, by the way. I fully support it. Hey, man, just wanted to say I really appreciate the effort you put into your content and interacting with your subscribers and fellow Jedi. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do. I want to put in more effort is the problem. I really want to put in more effort. I like making fun videos. I like making content that we can get into. If you are a member of our Patreon, $1 a month. If you are a member of our Patreon, I do have a new post. It's not up yet. It's going to be up either later tonight or probably tomorrow, because we're going to do another kind of exploration of Star Wars philosophy or Jedi philosophy and real life philosophy, and we're going to merge them. But it's going to be dependent on your favorite Jedi quote from Star Wars, and whichever one really stands out, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do one on. Do Sith warriors only use red lightsabers? Technically, and this depends on Legends or canon. Canon is currently, because Sith do not vibe with, they do not like, I want to say vibe with their crystal. They because they don't go through the process of picking out their crystal or finding the crystal that calls to them or anything, but they rip it. It's blood it's supposed to be the bleeding of the crystal, hence the red is the current standard. The old theory, or the old way of doing it, was that the Jedi had guarded the crystals on Ilum and guarded where they got their crystals from, and as such, Sith had synthetic crystals. They didn't go mining for them. They didn't do what the Jedi did and like seek them out on Ilum or anything like that. Instead, they had synthetic crystals, and because they were just synthetically made, they were red. I really like that one, but do 2 of Opie's 10-minute meditations in the morning and night. You can do that. Yeah. You can break it up. You can break up however works for you, whatever fits your time frame. But yeah, we got 10-minute meditations. We got ones that'll work for you. Did the Tusken Raiders kill Anakin's mother, Shmi Skywalker, back in Attack of the Clones? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. No way around that one. Kyle Katarn is awesome. I wish he was canon. I agree. Kyle Katarn is awesome. I think they were trying to pull something similar with Kanan, but I think I wouldn't count out Kyle Katarn just yet. You know, maybe not in the same iteration as we know him, but I wouldn't count out Kyle Katarn making a comeback because of one, popular character, but two, like, which featured in the books, you know, featured in the comics, and then of course 2 video games, which, well, more than 2 video games really, especially, you know, you count Mysteries of the Sith, right? So if I feel Kyle Katarn is gonna make a comeback, and of course, you know, Jedi Academy and all those Jedi Outcast, right? And then so yeah, what, four games he featured in, I think. So yeah, I think we'll see Kyle Katarn in some iteration again. I don't think he's gone, but I really like the original Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2. I like that actor. I felt that actor really brought Kyle Katarn to life, and I miss those days of video games having cutscenes like that. That's definitely fun stuff. I love your lightsaber. Thank you very much. It is, yeah, it's the one I have sitting here, but there's a couple others sitting there. They have a couple. I think I have one. I have this one right here, but it's dead. This one broke. It is no bueno. This was also green, not color changing. This one was also green though. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know why that's sitting right here, but there it is. Are there going to be more Star Wars movies after Rise of the Skywalker? Yes. Where, how, and what they're released on is probably the biggest question, but there are going to be more Star Wars movies for sure. I don't think we'll center on the Skywalker saga anymore. I think they'll go in a different direction. I think they'll focus on different things. But that isn't to say we won't get Jedi stuff. So I'm hoping for more Jedi stuff. That's always my preference, obviously. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get more Star Wars. I mean, you know, they already announced several TV shows that are already in production and things of that nature. So I love Dark Forces too. Me too. I love that game. It's a good one. It's a good one. May the 4th be with you and with you, Jedi Master PZJ. Got enough lightsabers, freaking General Grievous. Taking off, man. All right, Corey, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining us, dude. Another California person. What's up, California? California representing. Appreciate it. Home state. Go have fun, man. Go enjoy Star Wars Day. I'm probably not gonna keep this much longer unless people have questions. Or if people are doing stuff like that, have topics of discussion. Oh yes, can't wait for the Kenobi series. Kenobi is one I'm really excited for. Ewan McGregor coming back, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm really looking forward to what they do with it. I know some people got really discouraged because they ended up scrapping the very first scripts and director and stuff like that when it was first like they're gonna do this thing, and they ended up scrapping all that stuff, and people got really worried. But when you looked into the reports, it was because it was following like a very Mandalorian-esque. It just had the same feel, and it had the same kind of like direction. And as much as cool as the Mandalorian is, you wouldn't want a repeat just with Obi-Wan. I mean, actually, I would, but I mean, some people would. But like, you really do want something fresh. And personally, I want something. I'm hoping with Qui-Gon Jinn and the exploration of the Force and what it means to kind of become one with the Force, and like Jedi philosophy and how does one. And here's what I really hope the series covers. how does one recover or deal or heal? How does one heal from heal? Hell, I cannot. I don't know. Anyways, uh, that trauma. I mean, Obi-Wan literally lost everything. He lost everything he grew up his whole life believing in. He lost the order. He lost his friend, all of his friends. Everybody died, right? And even those that he can hope didn't, he's never going to see him again, right? Like, even with Yoda, who he knows didn't, he's never going to see him again. And he's just, like everything's been taken away from him by the person that he cared about the most. And like, so how do you move on from that? Like, how do you move on from that as a Jedi? Do you? Or are you done? Like, it didn't seem like Obi-Wan Kenobi had given up the Jedi ways in A New Hope or anything. But at the same time, he certainly wasn't exactly the same. You never are, right? Like, trauma changes you, so you're never exactly the same. But like, how does one move on from that? And what's the Jedi approach to that? Like, what's Qui-Gon's gonna, like, what is Qui-Gon gonna say about it? And that's something I hope we get to see. That's something I hope that gets explored. Will it? I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I heard Revan is coming back with a Disney Plus series. Rumored. There's that, but that's been floating around for a while. And they haven't released anything, like there's no title bumps or anything in relation to that. What we do know is that when they took the license and opened it back up and removed EA from the only people allowed to make Star Wars games, right? When they opened up the Star Wars games thing, one of the first things that they did announce is a remake slash remaster of Knights of the Old Republic. And that is happening, and that is coming out. It's being created by Aspire. They're the ones that ported Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2 on here, which, by the way, if you have a iPad or if you have a tablet or cell phone and you want to play Knights of the Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic 2, they're on sale today. Happy Star Wars Day. Those things are on sale for mobile devices in the Google Play Store and in the App Store. So if you want to pay for some old school games on your cell phone, they're the ones that ported those games. So they ported those original Xbox games to mobile devices, and they were behind that. And now they're going to be in charge. Now they are in charge, I should say. And now they are working on the full remaster of Knights of the Old Republic. So even if we don't get a series, and that might be Disney's way of testing the waters. If the remake if it gets bought up, if a lot of people buy into it, they might be willing to invest in a series or something. So I think we haven't really seen movement, but Disney's, they're all about that money, man. They ain't gonna lie. They never deny it, right? They're about making content that people want to spend money on. And so they will try. They have a lot of projects that they've had a lot of things come through their door where they're looking at things and they're talking about it. Like, they have 10 movies of Star Wars movies that they've looked at. Whether or not they greenlight and actually put into production any of them is another question. So we'll see. The problem with wanting Revan to come back is I don't think people Revan is, a great character, but part of what makes Revan great is that Revan's your character and you get to make your character. You get to decide who Revan is. That's why the book Revan, I don't think, took off. I don't think it was a big seller or anything like that, because it canonized at the time, canonized who Revan was. And that didn't work for some people, but, but we'll see. Like, I'm not against it. I just hope they do it in a creative way. And any more Jedi stuff, I'm all for the Jedi stuff. I'm all for the Jedi stuff. I have a Ben Solo Legacy lightsaber. That sounds cool, man. That sounds cool. First of all, that's always just a great office decoration, no matter where you're at, right? Like, absolutely, Ben Solo Legacy lightsaber. That's awesome. Is R2D2 an astromech droid? Yes, he is. Star Wars trivia all night. Bring it on. I saw a good post that said Obi-Wan technically died when Anakin became Vader. And after that fight, Anakin and Obi-Wan died, leaving Vader and Ben Kenobi. That's a really cool theory. I like that. I like that theory. It certainly makes sense to me. Uh, it certainly makes sense to me. Yeah, I really hope in the Kenobi series, and obviously they named it Kenobi, right? They didn't name it Obi-Wan. Uh, I really hope they hold on to that Ben Kenobi thing, and I hope they make it a thing. I hope they make it clear Ben Kenobi, right? Like I hope that. I hope that. I saw that post too, and I haven't been okay all day because of it. Yeah, it's emotional stuff. It's emotional stuff. But like we say, trauma changes you. Karen Reed, thanks for the tip about Google Play. Happy May the 4th, aka Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day. I hope you celebrate it. Yeah. Today is the day to check all your stuff. Check the Google Play store. Check if you get on a console like the PlayStation Network or whatever, like the Xbox, the Microsoft Store, Steam. They're all having Star Wars game sales. So maybe you pick up something you like and celebrate a little Star Wars Day that way. They're definitely doing it that way. But yeah, that's good stuff. But yeah, trauma, you're never the same after it, right? All you can do is kind of like evolve and grow beyond it, and even when you do, you can never really go back to who you were, right? When is Star Wars Battlefront 3 coming out? They did not say. EA has only announced that they are making it. They have not said when it's coming out yet. My sister tagged me. I was pretty upset for a while. When is the Kenobi series coming out? They haven't said that one either. I mean, I think they put out a date of like no, I don't remember. But I wouldn't, even if they had put out a date, I wouldn't trust it right now because they've just started production on that. So my optimistic guess is sometime in 2022, probably in a year. Probably in a year is my guess. They could absolutely get it out quicker than that. They could absolutely get it out quicker than that. Oh, it comes this Friday. You're already gonna have it right next to. Are you gonna put it next to the? Are you gonna put it next to the lightsaber? Is that way? Is your office gonna just? Is your office completely Star Wars stuff? Is it looking like mine over here, with stuff? Is that what's going on? But yeah, so check your stuff. Check your favorite things because Star Wars sales are going on today. There's a lot of Star Wars sales. Someone said they liked my lightsaber. If you like this lightsaber, and this is not a paid promotion, but if you like this lightsaber, it's pretty generic. It's pretty lightweight. It's one of the multicolored ones. It's nice enough as is, especially for the price. This was less than $100. And if you like this, ZA Sabers, and they're having a sale right now. So if you're looking to pick up a lightsaber, pretty cheap. They have very expensive ones as well. So be careful. Watch their prices because they have some very pricey lightsabers. But they have ones like this one, which you can kind of customize a little bit. Like this one could have come in like I don't know if you can see it. So it's kind of like got a gold around there, like the High Republic. I got it because of the High Republic Jedi. But it's got the silver and then like this gold finish. But you could get one that's blue, or you could get one that's all silver, or you could get one that's black, right? And you can find ones that are a little under $100 or around $100, but they are having a Star Wars sale today. Same with like comics and stuff like that. So if you're, today's the day, right? Today's the day to load up on it, if you're looking to enjoy some Star Wars stuff and add to your collection. Go capitalism. Add to your collection. Star Wars stuff, Marvel, DC figures too. That's fair. Hey, nerd it out, man. I'm all with it. Are you reading any comic? You say Marvel and DC. Are you reading any comic books right now? If so, who are you reading? I'm waiting for Moon Knight to come out. That's like I'm like jonesing for it. Like I'm waiting for Moon Knight to come out, which is actually getting a series too on Disney Plus. The Moon Knight series is coming out with our man Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaacs, being the star of Moon Knight. And I saw a video of him training, doing that John Wick type stuff, doing that Keanu Reeves type training. Whoo! He looks good. He is rocking it. He's rocking it. So Moon Knight's actually what I'm looking for. His new series comic run is coming out in July. So anybody interested in that? A few Nintendo figures too. You can never go wrong with the Nintendo. I was gonna say the classics, but that would, because when people say Nintendo, I go back to my childhood, which was the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. But that's me. That's me. Do you have all the Star Wars posters with all Jedi and action figures? All? No. I have a few Jedi posters and I have a few action figures. Yeah. The action figures. Well, you could see them in, like, if you look at our Jedi, especially our recent Jedi vs. Society video. Well, no, not the recent one. That was the live one. Oh no, we have a Jedi versus Society. It's Anxiety versus Jediism coming out Thursday. If you watch that video, you'll see Jedi action figures behind me on that one. So trying to catch up. Truth is I've been very busy with work. I feel you. Work has been nuts for me lately too. You know, working out in the heat and stuff of, Southern California. And it's all that. It's a lot of manual labor to it. So I feel that. I feel that. And then plus, so working full time there, and then of course coming here to do videos and stuff like that, it just leaves very little time for all the fun nerdy stuff. Like I miss it, man. So yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that pain. I share your pain there. But yeah, that's cool. All right, so we have hit the hour mark, which means I am gonna open it up to last questions and last comments, concerns, all of that stuff. Any Jediism, Zoism, Star Wars questions before we head out of here. And I can go watch the Bad Batch. Go do something. Go celebrate Star Wars Day if you haven't already. Or even if you have, go do some more. But any more questions, any more comments, concerns? We got, is Thanos your favorite villain in Marvel? No. Nah, not even close. Not even close. I did read the comics way back for the Infinity Gauntlet series. I still have a couple of them floating around somewhere. But and Thanos he's an alright villain. He's okay. He's okay. But no, he's not my favorite villain. I would have to really think about who my favorite villain was or is in Marvel. And then again, it would be context based, but I would really have to think about that. But it would probably be someone way more humanistic, like way more. I like villains that reflect humanity's, better. That the true villain is our own dark side kind of thing. That's kind of where I go with it. What are your thoughts on Star Wars: The High Republic? I've been enjoying the books and the novels, and I already have pre-ordered the next set of novels. Like, so if you've read any of the books, like Light of the Jedi, which is like the main one, that's already coming out with a continuation or another novel in league with it. And so I've already ordered that one, pre-ordered that one. And I enjoy that. I'm really interested to see where it goes. I feel like I'm not going to be happy with some of it, but not in that way of. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the High Republic. Like I said, I was picking up a couple of their comics, but they just didn't really grab me. I don't think I was really like the audience they were going for, which is fine. And it's not that they were bad in any sort of way or that I have any gripes. I was just like, I just don't think I want to spend $5 every on a new issue every time. Like it was just one of those things. Sometimes you have to make that call, and it just didn't really grab me as a comic book. Like two other ones that recently, two new runs that came out, like Silk for Marvel, it has a new run, a new solo run, and I've picked up 1 and 2, and I'm really interested to see where this goes, and I'm willing to invest in that. Same with Harley Quinn has a new run for DC. I'm not really sure. The art style is really weird in the Harley Quinn one. It's not something I'm used to, but the storyline is very interesting to me so far. It's kind of like about redemption and like who gets redemption and things like that, and how do you earn it back. So the new Harley Quinn run and Silk and the new Silk run are like high up on my list, and those stories grabbed me more than the High Republic comic books. So I haven't really done those ones. Before I get caught up with work, I just want to say have a good night, and may the force be with you. Christopher, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in. I hope you get to celebrate May the 4th. And then may the force be with you, my friend. And thank you for being a part of this and jumping in and having fun with us. It's always good. Go get caught up with work, well, man. Go get on top of that. Have you read the Kanan comics? I have. And I like them. I like the Kanan comics. I do. And I have Anakin and Obi-Wan floating around here, like right back here, as well as there's another one I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's so out of the comics they did a release of like 3 of them that cover the 3 different trilogies, and they're like short stories in comic form. And I have the one from the prequel and the original trilogy comics, and those were fun. But Kanan comics were fun. Watch Bad Batch. That's what I'll say with that. Watch Bad Batch. But yeah, I did read them, and I did like the Kanan comics. I did. This was fun. Thank you, Raylia. I always appreciate when you could join. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you could be here and have fun. Go enjoy some Star Wars time. Go do that. Go play some Star Wars. Jedi homework. Jedi homework. Go have fun. Go do some Star Wars. Go watch Bad Batch or something. Steal my Disney account or something. Looks like I got here late, but may the force be with you, Opie, and everyone else. I'm throwing out the last questions and comments, but I'm glad you could get in here, Justin. I'm glad you could join us, and may the force be with you. How have you been celebrating? How have you been doing that? You can get it in real quick before we jump out of here. I don't have like pressing need to go like right now, but I've been here for an hour, so starting to count it down. But yeah, like, how have you been celebrating May the 4th? As I said, I watched Bad Batch and I really enjoyed it. So that, there you go. Thank you for my questions. Have a good night. Force be with you all, my Jedi friends. Have a good night, Jedi PZJ. I'm Rika Mala. Okay. All right. So that's your you feel like relates to you the best. Like that's like, you're like, dude, that's me. That's me right there. I've been getting my wife into Star Wars and had a bit of a Star Wars marathon today. That's really cool. I always like introducing new people to Star Wars. So that's awesome. That's great. Are you doing the machete cut? Like, how are you doing the order there? Are you watching the movies? Are you going TV shows? How are you doing it? How are you introducing it? Right? Are you just following it chronologically? Are you following it release date order? Are you following, like, how are you doing that? But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here soon. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let's see. I'm gonna check. What do we got? Surprisingly successfully on mine. Excellent. She seems to be loving it so far. We're watching it in chronological order. all canon movies and series. Excellent, excellent. I always feel like that's the best way to go. I kind of like the machete order where it chops it up just a bit because it does give you that like pause. It just gives you a weird sense of watching the movies, and I just like. So the machete order, for those that might not know, is you watch episode 4 and 5 first, and then you watch the prequels as like a flashback like period, right? You know how some TV shows do that, like some things you're moving along in the story and then you do this whole flashback like arc. You do it that way because in Return of the Jedi, when you first see Luke and you've just seen, what happened to Anakin and Anakin, becoming Darth Vader, and then you see, Luke re-enter in Return of the Jedi, you can be like, ooh, wait a minute. What happened here? Is he, I don't know if he's a Jedi, like did he turn, is he a Jedi? Because that's some dark, he's very dark right now. Luke is very dark right now. So I really like that concept. So, but I like the way that order plays out. But it's really cool that, and good thing that it's working. I'm glad that it's working. That's always fun. New Star Wars fans are always welcome, man. Yeah, I think pop culture, it's really hard to get around it these days. Like I don't, you would really have to be in a form of ignorance, like to get around that. Actually, guys, I might be calling it early. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I know this is unprofessional while doing it on stream, but I'm going to be calling it anyway. So any last comments, concerns, questions, throw them out there. It's a fun way to watch it. I recommend it. But yeah, we're about to sign off. Let me know how you're spending Star Wars Day. I'm about to get out of here. All right. There we go. So let's see. Where are we at? There. All right. See you later, everybody. Have a good night. Force be with you. Happy May the Force, everybody. Happy Star Wars Day. Thank you for joining me. Everybody who's joined me and anybody who's watching thereafter on YouTube, thank you very much. Excuse me, for joining me. It was nice chatting with you as well, Justin. Sorry, got in late, but it happens. But maybe we'll catch you on the next one. But go enjoy some more Star Wars time. Go have fun. Go hang out with your wife. Go do what you do. Love this May the 4th stream. I'm glad you're here. Glad you all could join me. Have a good night, Opie. Same to you, Light of the Jedi. I just like that name. And everyone, and may the Force be with you all. Absolutely, everybody. All right, everyone. See you later. It was nice hanging out. Same to you, Joe Costa. Really appreciate it. I'm ungodly late. Yeah, and you're closing the stream. So, but love for all. Absolutely. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Go enjoy some Star Wars time. Remember, check everything that you love Star Wars, whether it's comics, whether it's gaming consoles, computers, Steam, on your mobile devices, the Google Play Store, the App Store. They're all having sales on your Star Wars games and on Star Wars merchandise. Go check it out. Go enjoy some Star Wars. Go be part of that. Go spend some money. Go join the capitalistic world. Right? Go have fun with that. That's the point. We're here. We're living. We're all part of the Force. We're all alive. Might as well have some fun. Might as well have some laughs. Might as well shed some tears over good stories. So go enjoy some Star Wars time. Go have fun. Love you all. I do appreciate you all joining me and being a part of this. And I will catch you next time. And we will do this next time. I need to go take a shower is what I need to do. Oh, we got one last question here. Okay, so I'm going to answer this, but I'm going. This is the end. Do you consider yourself a Jedi? Yes, I do. I do consider myself a Jedi. I'm ending the stream though, so that's gonna have to. We're gonna have to carry that one over to the next time. I'm sure there's plethora of questions thereafter.
But you can check out our channel. Plenty of videos and stuff like that on there. But yes, I do consider myself a Jedi. But we'll have to discuss it on the next live stream. All right. Go have fun, everybody. Go enjoy some Star Wars. Go enjoy some Star Wars. All right. I am out of here. May the Force